So welcome to this new video, new tutorial on the OpenCV Python. Today we are going to see the topic called as a color detection. Yesterday, actually we have seen that how to get the vast perspective from a given image. Suppose if you want to extract some image and you want a bird view or the vast perspective view of that image, the extracted image, then how to get that? Yes, we have seen that. Tomorrow also we are getting one of the project by using that vast perspective, like document scanner, how to make your own document scanner. Okay, so that also we are doing tomorrow. But today the topic is the color detection. Okay, so actually color detection is a very much important topic in most of the projects, because sometimes you have the live feed or you have some image, and from that image you want only some related data. Okay, only related data you want to extract only related data, and that related data, suppose is a part where a particular color is there. Suppose you want to extract a part from the given image which is having the green color. Okay, so yes, now you need to detect the color. Okay, so instead of detecting the shape, you are detecting the color, and yes, by using that color detection technique, actually you can. And the second topic, or the this can be used, color detection can be used for the projects where some robots, okay, the robots are following the some color, like suppose you want to move forward or backward the drone or some robots. Now you can hold one of the object which is having a particular color, and that drone or the robot will follow that particular color. Okay, so like that, suppose this is the ball having the full red color. Okay, so that robot will follow the red color ball only. Okay, so like that, this kind of the projects you can also do. Or the second one is, suppose there is a conveyor belt is there, and now you want to measure, yes, how many green balls are there, how many uh, red balls are there, how many yellow balls are there. Okay, so you want to count out that particular objects. Okay, so there also you need to find out the you need to apply this color detection technique. Okay, so yes, today we are going to see how to detect a color from a live feed. We will directly use the live feed. So for that purpose, actually what you need one of the object which is having the uniform color, like suppose this ball, I'm having the ball. Actually this is a two color ball. I don't have the single color ball at my home, but in your home, suppose if one of the object having the uniform color, then that also work. You can use that also. Or otherwise, suppose this kind of this is a multimeter, this is the green color. Okay, we can use this for the color detection. uh, this one also we can use. Sketch pen, this is a sketch pen, the color is yellow color, so we will find out the yellow color. Okay, or some toys are there, some toys you can use, that some toys which can be used for the color detection. Okay, so yes, bring these particular devices or the items which is having some colors. Okay, different colors, and yes, we will try out all these things. Okay, so yes, without wasting from the for the time of discussing the theory thing, we will directly move towards the uh, practical one. Okay, so let's open the PyCharm. I'm sharing my screen. Yes, I'm sharing my screen. Okay, so yes, are you able to see the pie chart? Yes, tell me. And this is only one type. Yes, type okay in the chat box. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So let's create a new project. Let's create a new project. I'm giving this project name as a color detection. Color detection. It will create a new environment. So yes, create it. So you can use the your older project also, or either you can create a new project also. Okay. So if you are creating a new project, it is necessary to add the some library that we are going to use. So which library we are going to use here? OpenCV, Python, and the NumPy. So firstly, just I'm removing this main.py first because I don't want this main.py. So yes, I have deleted, and yes, go to the file and settings. In my case, in the MacBook, actually, these preferences can be find out in this PyCharm and preference. In Windows, you can find out the preferences like file and settings. Okay. So yes, go to the preferences. If you are this, follow these steps only if you are creating the new project. Go to the project and yes, select the interpreter, Python interpreter. And in that interpreter, yes, click on this plus button and just type here OpenCV-Python, OpenCV-Python, and install package. Click on the install package. It will take 2 or 3 minutes depending on your internet speed. So yes, it is installing now. Let's wait for installation. Okay, after installation, the message is like this: mass package OpenCV-Python installed successfully. Okay, and just close it. Now you can see here NumPy and the OpenCV Python, both packages are in my project. Okay, so this is my project, color detection, and yes, project contains the both libraries. Okay, so yes, now create a new Python file. Like right click on this color detection and go to new and Python file. Okay, go to new and the Python file and just type the name, like so here I'm giving the name as a color detection. Okay, or you can give any other name also. Okay, so yes, give the name as a color detection. Now import the that required libraries. So first one is import CV2, and the next one is import NumPy as NP, Yes, import it, and let's write the program for the video capture. Okay, so yes, if you remember, for video capturing, we are using CV2 dot video capture, and we are providing here the ID. Okay, whatever the ID is there, ID of this is the ID of your camera. Okay, so if you have only one camera attached, then the ID is 0. If you have two camera, ID is 0 and 1. If there are three cameras, 0, 1 and 2. Okay, so yes, if you are using the laptop, you might have the ID as 0. Okay, so let's check it is ID is 0 or not. So how to check? Yes, you have to create the you have to show this image and you have to show the image which is captured from this cap object. Okay, so yes, I'm using here while cap dot is open, or simply you can use while true. Okay, and yes, I'm using here ret comma img is equal to yes cap dot read. Yes, we already have done this, and we have the img, we have the one frame, and yes, we want to display that frame. So how to display the frame? Very simple, cv2 dot imshow is the function, and yes, the Windows name I'm giving here as the original image. Okay, original image, and yes, comma, and yes, what it does? So it is a matrix, so it is a img. Okay, yes, it will show the image, and but after showing the image, you should do here, you should wait for some time. You should wait for the sometimes. So yes, for that cv2 dot wait key, I'm using the cv2 dot wait key, and I'm waiting for 1 millisecond, and I'm checking here if it is equal to ordinal value of the q. So I'm checking here using the if statement. If the user has pressed q button, if the user has pressed the q button, then break, use the break. So you are out of the while loop, and when you are in a out of the while loop, what you are using, cap dot release, and the last cv2 dot destroy all windows. Okay, so this is the one simple code that is used if you want to check with your camera. Okay, so yes, when I run this program, yes, it will show the live fade from the camera. Yes, let me run my program. Okay, so it is running now. Let's wait for the frame. Let's wait for the frame. Yeah, so now the frame is open. And now you see here, this is my live fade. This is my live fade. Yeah. So are you able to see this? Yes, I'm moving the ball, and yes, I can able to see this. But actually, my camera is having the high resolution. Okay, my camera is a Logitech C930. It is having the HD quality video. So yes, it is a very high resolution is there. I don't want such a big frame for process, because if you are using the big frame for processing, then actually you require the more time for process. Okay, so yes, I have to reduce the frame width. So yes, how to set the frame width? How to set the, so yes, by default it is yes. Let's check for what is the width and height. So yes, I'm printing here cap dot get 3 and cap dot get 4. So 3 and 4, these are the IDs. These are the IDs of the width and height. So 3 is the width and the 4 is the height. So let me run it again. You can check it. What is the resolution of your camera by using this method? Print cap.get3 and the cap.get4. Yes, you see here, my resolution of my camera is 1920 to 1080. So it is a full HD. It is full HD. What in your case? Yes, Shiva, Akash. Yes, if anyone is doing, tell me what is the resolution of your camera. So my camera is having the resolution of 920 by 180. What is the resolution of yours? So it is a very high resolution HD quality video. So 640 by 480. Yeah. So yes, I need that particular frame. I need that particular frame. So yes, I have to make sure that my frame width, WIDTH, frame width should be 640, and the frame GIGST frame height should be 480. Okay, so this is the ideal one. This is the ideal one, VGA. So yes, I want this type of the frame width. So yes, what I'm doing, I'm setting that particular frame. So yes, setting the width and height of the frame. So yes, so I'm using cap.set, and 3 I want to set as a 3 is the width. So 3 I'm setting as a frame width, and cap.set 4 comma frame height. And after setting, we will get it again, and let's see that is it set or not. Okay, so yes, run it again. When I run it again, now you see here my video is very small one. Okay, it is only the 640 by 480. The frame is very small, and you see here I'm getting the frame width as a 640 by 480. Yes, in your case actually no need, but make sure that it is having this 640 by 480. So yes, you have to add these lines also. If your camera is already having 640 by 480, yes, no problem. But in some cases, for example, if you attach the different camera, so yes, your program will not work there. So that's why whatever the camera you are attaching, whatever the camera you are attaching, that you are converting that width and height, you are converting to the 640 by 480. So yes, do this cap dot set 3 comma frame width and the 4 comma frame height. Yes, and after done this, tell me. Yes, type done in the chat box. Okay. Okay. Now next one is now this image is the BGR. This image is the BGR image. Now I want for color detection, actually we are not using this BGR because using the BGR we are only getting the value of the blue pixel, green pixel and the red pixels, but I don't get the actual intensity of that particular pixel. Intensity, what is the intensity of the pixel? So intensity of the pixel you can get by using this method. This method is called as a HSV method. So you have to convert your image from BGR image to HSV image, and now you can easily set the color. You can easily set the color, or you can easily find out the intensity of your pixel by only see the value of the H. H is called the hue, S is called as a saturation, and the V is called as a value. Okay, so HSV, these are the three values which will identify the intensity, the color intensity of the particular pixel. Okay, you see here, suppose let's see here, this is the green. Okay, green color. So yes, this horizontal line is the hue, vertical line is the saturation, or saturation, and the saturation and the value, Okay, so yes, you see here this horizontal line is varies from 0 to 179 only, because the maximum value is the 180. So if starting with the 0, so my up to the 179, and the saturation is having the maximum value as 255, 0 to 255. V value, that is value, is also having the maximum value as 255. Actually V value is never changes, but we can change the value from 0, hue and saturation, and to get the different color intensity. Okay, suppose if I want to detect a green color, so what is the hue value? The hue value is in between the 50 to 55. So yes, it is the dark intensity. And yes, what is the saturation? So saturation is also nearly about 250 or 255. Value is also 255. So yes, by changing this type of the values, yes, we can easily get a particular color. Okay, like suppose I want to detect the blue color or the pink color or the yellow color. Okay, so by using this image we can easily find out the value. Okay, HSV values. Okay, so let's see that how the HSV look like, how the HSV image look like. Okay, so this is my original image. So yes, I'm creating here the new variable called as img HSV, HSV, or simply HSV is equal to, yes, cv2 dot convert color. So I'm converting the BGR image to HSV image. Okay, so yes, which image I want to convert? IMG. What is the code? The code is cv2 dot, okay, cv2 dot yes, I think it is a BGR to HSV, BGR to HSV. Okay, so yes, I have converted, and let's see that how it look like. So it is cv2 dot im show, and it is the HSV image, and the variable is img HSV. Okay, so let's do this step. Get the HSV, how the HSV image look like, So I'm running this program. Use the CVT color function. So you see here, this is the BGR image, this is the original image BGR, and this is my HSV image. Now you see here, it is having the heat map. It is called as heat map. Okay, so when I move, depending on the color, actually you will get the different values of the hue, saturation, and the value. Getting this? So yes, I have converted this HSV image into the BGR image. Yes, are you getting this? Type done in the chat box if you are getting this HSV image. Okay. 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 Now what we have to do? We want to vary the. We want to create a mask. We want to create a mask which can be applied on my original image, by using the HSV image. From the HSV image, I'm getting the mask, and we will apply that mask on the original image. Okay, and if we apply the mask on original image, what we will do? What we will get? We will get only the values or the pixels from a particular color only. Okay, suppose we are making the mask of the red one. Okay, so yes, so all the other color pixel actually they get by 0. Okay, all the other color pixels are 0, and only the pixel having the red color are the in a red color format. Okay, so yes, we have to create a mask. We have to create a mask which can be applied on the our image, and we are doing a bitwise ANDing. So what is bitwise ANDing? Suppose you have the pixel value as suppose 134. Okay, and in the mask you have the value as a 0. Okay, because that in that mask that particular pixel is not a red color. Okay, so what is the 134 and with the 0? Yes, can anybody tell me what is the 134 and with the 0? If we are ANDing this pixel 134 pixel and with the 0, yes, what is the result? Yes, can anybody tell me? Yes, 0, correct. Yeah, correct. So it means that other pixels we have to make it as 0. But suppose we want a pixel, suppose that requires a red color pixel. The red color pixel is suppose having the value as suppose 200. So 200 is the pixel, and suppose the mask is the same. 200, because we want only the related information. And what is the related information? The red pixel. Red pixel is the related information. So this pixel I want, so I'm ANDing with the same pixel. So what if I'm ANDing 200 with the 200? What if I'm ANDing 200 with the 200? So I'm getting the same output. So because 1 and 1 is 1, 1 and 1 is 1. So if the both pixels are same, for in the mask, you are getting the same pixels. Getting that? So yes, we want to create a mask there. Okay, so yes, how to create a mask? But before creating the mask, let me show here, because we don't know what is the value of that U saturation and the value V value. Okay, HSV value we don't know, because using the HSV value, if I know that HSV value of the red color, we can easily get that HSV value from this one. But I want to make one program which is finding the mask for all the colors. So yes, you can vary the pixel, you can vary the that U value, H value and the S value, and by varying it you can able to see the output. Okay, so yes, we want to create one track bar. Using that track bar, we can change the value of that H max, H mean, saturation max, saturation mean, value max and value mean. And yes, we will see that what is the effect of that in the real time in our in our directly output. Okay, so yes, for that we want to create here one window. Okay, so and in that window we will create a track bar. Okay, so yes, create a window. So the window can be created by using the named window. Okay, name window. So yes, do this cv2.name window, and yes, I'm giving the name as a HSV. Okay, you can give any name. Okay, you can give the any name. Okay, so yes, I'm creating the new window. So when I run this program, the one window will be created having the name as HSV. Okay, HSV. Okay, so now yes, resize it. You can resize it, resize window. So which window I want to resize? So HSV. And yes, what is the width and height? Width and height I am giving as a 800 by 200. Okay, you can give any width and height. Okay. And then after that I want to add one track bar. So yes, for adding track bar, very simple. So yes, the function called as a create track bar, cv2.create track bar. You should give the name of the track bar, like suppose the name I'm giving as a umin or umax. First is max, for example. Okay, umax. Okay, or simply umin. Okay, umin. First we will take umin. And then on which window you want to add this track bar? On which window? I want to add this track bar on HSV window. So give the exact name. Okay, so whatever the name given here, if it is capital, you have to give the capital. If it is small, you have to give the small. Space also matter. Okay, so yes, this is the name of the track bar. This track bar is included in which window? HSV window. Now the next one is the what is the minimum value and maximum value. Okay, so yes, it will start with the 0, and maximum is the 179. So it is 0 to 179 because and yes, minimum is there, so that's why it started from the 0. It starts, so initially it start with the 0, and yes, maximum value is 179. Maximum value is 179. Okay, and yes, the last argument is the if I'm changing this track bar, what should be happen? If I'm changing the track bar, what should be happen? So yes, I have to provide here the one of the function which will be called when this track bar will be changed. Okay, so if you are changing the track bar, which function has to be called? Yes, actually I don't want this, but it is a compulsory. If I'm not giving here empty function, it will give the error. So that's why yes, I have to provide one function. So yes, write down the empty function. Okay, you can give any name. Okay, so you can give XYZ name. Here you have to give the name as XYZ. Okay, so the name I'm giving as a empty. Yes, it will take one argument, and yes, what this function is doing? Nothing. Pass. The function is doing nothing. Okay, so let's check by running this program. It is creating HSV window or not. Okay, so yes, this is my HSV image, and this is the original image. And now you see here one track bar is there, and yes, you can change the value of the track bar. You can change the value of track bar. Yes, students, are you getting this? Now we have not added the code to read the value of this umin. Okay, we'll add it later, but yes, let's create the track bar. So have you created? Yeah, tell me. Type got it in the chat box if you got this track bar. Now what I'm doing here, just I want the 6 values. I want the 6 values. Yes, I want 6 values. So what is the 6 value? So umin, umax, and the umax should be, it started with the 179 up to the 179. Okay, so this is the max value 0 to 179, but hmax should be start from 179. Okay, so 179 to downwards, and then okay, then next one is sat. Okay, saturation, sat max, sat mean. First we will do sat mean, and then sat max. Sat means saturation. Okay, sat max, and yes, give the name as the value mean, and the next one is value max. Okay, But here for minimum you should give here 0 to 255, and the maximum it is 255 comma 255, because you saturation and the value start with the 0 and end with the 255. Okay, so yes, do this and let's run this, and let's see that we are getting that six track bar or not. Yes, I'm getting the six track bar. You see here I can vary these values. So Umax and Usat, yeah, so the starting value is maximum. Yeah, that's why I'm giving here the max value. Okay, so this mean value is by default, the minimum is 0 and the maximum is 255. So Umax is 179 and the sat max is 255. Yes, students, are you getting this? So when you press Q, actually you will get out of this loop. Yes, have you done this? Type done in the chat box if you are created that track bar, six track bar we want. Yes, type done in the chat box. Okay, done. Yeah, what about others? Yeah. So just create the six tag bar and give the proper name, because we have to read this again. We have to read this again because the same name it's showing it running but showing type error. So in which line you are getting error, Akash? Tuple object is not callable. Yeah. So which one? Type error. So in which line you are getting error? The first one only. All. So I think you have done some mistake for typing. There is some typo mistake. Yes, Akash, can you share your screen? So 1 minute. So yes, now you can share your screen, Akash. So थोड़ा वरती कर. Error ला. Okay, so 480. CV2. Okay, so yes. Tuple object is not callable. या याला थोडं कमेंट कर बरं या पहिला फक्त एकच ठेव CV2 डॉट क्रिएट ट्रॅक बारला. ओके, कमेंट करून टाक. आता रन कर. ओके ओके, आता सेकंड वाला घे. सेकंड वाला क्रिएट ट्रॅक बार Umax. येस, Umax पण आला. तर सगळे करून टाक बरं. कुठेतरी कॉमा मिस करतोय तू, त्यामुळे कोणत्या तरी एका स्टेटमेंट मध्ये स्टेटमेंट बघ तू. शेवटचे दोन काढून टाक. शेवटचे दोन. शेवटचे दोन काढून टाक आणि परत रन कर. कुठेतरी कॉमा जास्त होतोय. ओके, हे बरोबर आहे. ओके, आता ते शेवटचे बघ, एक काम कर, शेवटचे पूर्ण डिलीट कर आणि परत लिह. सिंपल. ते फाइंड आउट करण्यापेक्षा ते परत लिहिलेले लवकर होतं. ओके, येऊन जाईल ते. Okay, so let me share my screen again. Yeah. Okay, so yes, you have done with this create track bar. Okay, now we want to read the value of this umax, umin. Okay, so when I vary these values, so what is that value? So we want to read it. So yes, how to read it? So you can read it by using very simple. So yes, create a variable like h underscore mean and cv2 dot. There is a function called as a get track bar position. Yeah, so this is the position. Get track bar position. This is the, and what is the track bar name? So my track bar name, I want to get the track bar position of the umin. So yes, give the same name. Give the same name, just copy it and just paste it here, and then in which window this track bar is there. Okay, so the window name is HSV. Window name is HSV. You see here the window name is HSV. Getting this? UNAP. So yes, I'm getting the H mean. So let's print it. Okay, always have a habit that, okay, always have a habit. So once when you write a one line, yes, you get a print of this. Yes, this is my HSV image originally, and this is my track bar. So yes, I'm varying the, now you see here at the bottom there is a 0 is there. Yeah, I'm getting the 0 values. I'm getting continuously 0 values. Okay, so yes, when I vary this umin, the value get vary. Okay, देखो आप यहाँ पे मैं चेंज कर रहा हूँ, वेरी हो रहा है. मैक्सिमम कितना जाएगा 179, मिनिमम कितना जाएगा, मिनिमम जाएगा 0 तक. So yes, I can change this value umin and umax by giving this track bar position. Yes, now do this for the remaining one. So like hmax is equal to cv2 dot get track bar position, and it is umax. Okay, umax, and it is HSV. It is HSV. Okay, but make sure that this name umax name and this name should be same. Okay, एक तो काम करो, copy paste करो, या if you know this, if you follow the syntax, जैसे मैंने syntax follow किया है कि H is capital, M is capital, इस तरीके से follow, चारों सभी में H और M capital मैंने use किया है, तो yes, I can directly write here. So H max I have written, S max also, S mean also first I am reading. So cv2 dot get track bar position, and yes, it is the, yes, what is the name? It is sat mean. And what is the window name? The window name is HSV. And then S max, X max is equal to cv2 dot get track bar position, and then sat max comma HSV. And again do one more thing one more time. So it is HV mean. V mean is equal to cv2 dot get track bar position, and value mean, yes, and it is HSV. Next one is V underscore max is equal to cv2 dot get track bar position, and the next one is value max and comma HSV. Okay, so just do this, and now you can print out this also. You can print out this also, like H mean and H max. Or firstly, what you can do, you can print the H mean, S mean, and the V mean. Okay, in the next print, you can print H max, S max, and the V max. Continuously you are getting the print of it. So yes, you see here I'm getting these values continuously. I'm getting these values. You can vary these values from here. because I want to create a mask of this, I want a variable values. So it is S mean I am varying. So yes, you can see here my S mean is now 55. What do you mean? You mean is now 13. You mean is 13, and value mean is yes, it is 41. It is 49. It is 108. Yeah. So yes, you can change the view mean at S mean and the U max. Okay. U max, U mean also you can change. Yeah. We can change this value easily. Yes, students, are you getting this? Yes, are you getting these values? Type yes in the chat box. If you get this value, yes, Shiva, Aditya, Tushar, yeah, if you are getting these values, type yes in the chat box. Now using this value, we will create a mask. We will create a mask. So yes, how to create a mask? Yes, have you done? Yeah, should I wait? Okay, I'm waiting for 2 minutes. So get these values H mean, H max, S mean, S max, V mean and V max, and using these values, now using this H mean and S mean and V mean, we will create one array which hold the lower values of the HSV. And yes, using the H max, S max and the V max, we will get the upper bound of these values, HSV values. So because we want both values, upper and the lower. So yes, we have this H mean and H max, S mean, S max, V mean, V max. Yes, so once you're done, tell me. Once you get this H mean, H max, S mean, X max or V mean, V max, tell me. Okay, done. Okay. So yes, 1 minute. Okay, so the next one is we want to create a array, one array, so called as a lower array and the upper array. Okay, so lower array we can create by using the H mean, S mean and V mean. Okay, so let's create the array by using the np dot array, and yes, use this H underscore mean. So yes, give the list, and using the list it will create the numpy array. So first one is H, second one is S mean, and next one is V mean, V underscore mean. Okay, so create the lower array as well as create the upper array also. So upper array is equal to np dot array, and yes, give the list as H underscore first max, then S underscore max and the V underscore max. Okay, give this value lower and upper, and we can print out this value now. Print upper or lower and upper. Lower, first we will print lower and upper. So yes, I am commenting this one because we have these values now in a lower and upper array. Okay, so yes, I'm printing the lower and upper array. So let's check it once more, one more time. So yes, I'm getting this value. You can see here the first one is 0, 0, 0. This is the lower values, and upper value is 179, 255 and 255. Yes, now it means that my code is right. Yeah, so done. Created the lower and upper array. Okay, so now we will create the mask. The mask can be created by using the function called as a in range function. So in range function will give the input as a HSV image, because these are the values, lower and upper value. These are the values of H, hue, saturation, and the value. So that's why the input is the HSV. And yes, we want to give here the lower bound. So what is the lower bound? The lower bound is lower. And next one is upper bound. The upper bound is upper. So yes, we have to give this mask lower and upper. Yes, we have created the mask. Now we have created the mask. Oh yes, we can see the mask also. Yes, cv2 dot im show. Im show and the mask image comma mask. Okay, so yes, instead of that, what we can do, we can create one stack, horizontal stack. So yes, horizontal, so using the horizontal stack, actually we will able to see all the images in a one stroke. Okay, so it is a H stack, create the H stack, and yes, give this image img comma mask comma result. Yes, actually mask img hsv. First one is img hsv and the mask. Okay, and yes, I want to have only one im show function, and it is the giving the horizontal stack, and the image is H stack, image H stack. So let me check it is correct or not. Yeah, it is giving error. Why error? So all input number array should be the same. Yeah, same dimension. Yeah, so it should be same dimension. Actually, mask is not having the same dimension. Okay, same dimension. We can show the img and img hsv. Yes, if we remove the im mask from this horizontal stack, now I think it is okay. You see here, in a one frame, I'm able to see the mask, original image and the HSV image. Okay, but I want to display the mask also. So yes, for displaying the mask, mask img or img mask, img mask. Okay, so yes, we have to convert that img mask is equal to img mask is equal to cv2 dot convert color. Okay, why? Because this is the bgr image, this is the hsv image. Here bgr image is having the size as suppose 640 by 480 by 3. Here img hsv is also having the size as a 640 by 480 by 3. Three channels are there because hsv, but img mask is having only single channel. So single channel only 640 by 480, but there is no three channels are there. Three arrays, three channels are not there. So yes, we have to convert this img mask only for showing purpose. Only for showing purpose. Our mask is different. We are applying this mask after that, but here to show this mask, how this mask look like. Okay, so yes, I'm converting this mask. I'm adding the two more channels here. Okay, so yes, so which I have to convert mask, and yes, what is the code? The code is cv2 dot color, and it is, I think, gray color, color underscore gray to bgr. Yes, give this gray to bgr, and yes, when I run this, let me check it is correct or not. Yeah, it is not giving any error. Now you see here the mask is blank. The mask is blank, and now you can check here the mask by vary these values. So you see here I vary the values and the mask get changes. Okay, so here the mask is changing by varying these values. You see here, the mask is changing. I'm varying the values, and here okay, so which color you want, actually you can get it, the values. Now you can read the values from here. Now, so these are the U value, this is the saturation value, and this is the V value. Okay, so yes, only show this mask. This is not a final output. Yes, once you're done, tell me, type done in the chat box. If you are able to visualize the mask in the horizontal stack, tell me. Yes, Akash, Shiva, are you getting the output? Simple क्या करना है, एक mask create करना है, okay, using the lower bound and upper bound, and yes, we will visualize. अब ये देखो, it is not necessary, but you can use the different I am show function also. I am show, I am show, I am show. Okay, but what happened here? It will create the lots of frames. Yes, how to make a horizontal stack small? Yeah. So for that purpose, you have to resize the windows. Resize the windows. Resize the windows. I think CV2 dot resize window. No. But resize window will resize all this window. You have to resize this IMG first. Resize the IMG. I think CV2 dot resize, and let me check. Okay, IMG. But it should have the all the images you have to resize. Yes, Aditya, all the images, like IMG image is 640 by 480. Okay, so you have to resize the IMG HSV also. You have to resize the IMG mask also. If you are resizing all, if you are resizing only one, actually it is not going to work, I think. So I think it is the suppose 320 by 180. Okay, suppose, let me check. I think it will give error. So I think this same. So this IMG is equal to. Yeah, it is giving error. So all the input array dimension must be same. So now IMG is having 320 by 180. IMG SSV also you have to make it. IMG HSV also you have to make it as CV2 dot resize IMG HSV, comma, again the size is 320 by 180, and again IMG mask you have to resize again CV2 dot resize, and the IMG mask, comma, it is 320 by 180. Okay, तीनों आपको एक ही साइज में लाना होगा, तभी हॉरिजॉन्टल स्टैक वर्क करेगा. देखो मैंने तीनों लाया, अभी ये देखो छोटा हो गया. यस यस आदित्य. Okay, so I don't want to do this. Okay, so yes, I have created the mask. Now I want to apply only. I want to apply on the my original image. Okay, so this mask I have to apply on original image. So yes, how to get? So yes, I'm using IMG output. So yes, I'm creating the output image, and it is CV2 dot. So we have to use the bitwise ANDing operation, because it is a mask, and mask will always use an ANDing operation. So the first is IMG, and what is the output image? The output image is the same image IMG. Output image is the same IMG, and mask is, what is mask? The mask is equal to mask. Mask is equal to mask. Now use this, mask is equal to mask. So which mask I want to apply? The name is mask. Okay, or you can even use the different name like mask 1, or mask 1. Okay, like this. Okay, if you are get confusion between this the same name, actually this is the argument name, and this is the my variable to be passed. So mask is equal to mask. So yes, and we will add the these. We'll add this also. I think img output, I don't want this HSV image. So I'm removing this HSV image and I want this three image, img original image and the mask image and the output image. Okay, so let's run this. Let's run this. And yeah, so this is my output. Now the mask is the full 255. Mask is 250 because we are not changes that value. We are not changes the value. So it is maximum is 255. So let's change the value. So yes, let me change the value as let me do the red mask. So red mask, let's find out the red mask. So I'm making the umin as suppose, let's make some values. So I think, yeah, you can visualize by see this. Let me bring here and this image here. Okay, so now I can visualize the its value also 108. So it is 108. So let me change it to 160. The S mean I'm moving to up to the 155 or 155. So these are some values that I have calculated. So it is nearly about 150 and it is the S mean, V mean is 84. V mean is 84. Yeah, so now this is nearly about the, it will only see, you can able to see only the red color. Now you see here, there is a this yellow color is also there, but in the output image, you will only able to see that red pixels only. Let me on the some more light. Okay, so yes, ज़्यादा light मैंने on किया तो देखो output इस तरीके से आया. So because of the shades, okay, because of the shadow, yes, I'm not getting the correct output. Okay, or simply what you can do, you can just change these values to get the some. You can play around with this. Or otherwise, let's find out by using this one. Okay, so suppose I want the color mask for green color. So yes, for green color, I think it is the U value is up to the 55. U value should be 55. So let's make it 55. So it is now it is green color. So it's green color mask. So its U value is 155. So make it 55. So yes, let me see what is that value. So yes, it is 76. So it is 50. Yeah, so it is nearly about 57. And let me change this value to minimize. Yeah, so now it will be adding the more colors. Okay, and let me change the U also, value also. You have to play around these values, or you can even search on internet what is the exact value of the HSV for the different colors. So if you want to detect the green color, what is the value? So yes, when I reduce the S mean, it will add some noise also. So I don't want that noise. So yes, I'm increasing the S mean. S max and S mean, S max and U max also you can play around with this. You can also play around with this, but value max is always 255. Value max is never changes. So if you change the value max, actually you will get the distorted output. Yes. So value max, don't change the value max, but you can change this value max, set max, and get the proper value which is not having the single distorted output. Like there is no there should not be one of the noise pixels. Okay, now you see here. So when I move these objects, so yes, I'm getting that only color. Okay, only color of the green. Okay, so ये देखो बॉल मैंने यहाँ पे लाया, but yes, I cannot able to see the ball. Okay, यहाँ पे रेड मैंने कलर नहीं किया है, व्हाइट ये नहीं किया है. Okay, so I can able to only get only the meaningful information, like green information. So green color का object मुझे करना है. Yes, I'm getting that one also. Yes, students, are you getting this output? Tell me. Yeah, you can play around this. Yeah, who got the output? Type me in the chat box. If you get the output, type me in the chat box. Now the assignment for this project is you have to find out the mask for the red object, blue object, green object, yellow object, and some suppose the orange color object. Okay, so this take the different color objects and just find out the mask. What is the mask value? What is the minimum value, maximum value, minimum H value, maximum H value? You have to play around this by varying this track bars, and just note down this. And after note down, suppose you get that values. You get the values. Suppose you get the values for the green mask. So what you do? So yes, I don't want this lower and upper. I don't want the values of the lower and upper from the track bar. Okay, I don't want this H min, H max from the track bar. So once you find out that values, what you can do, you can use the lower is equal to np.array, and this value directly just fill that value, and then upper is equal to np.array and this value S mask. Okay, now these are the value, and this is now I'm calling as a green mask. Okay, so yes, it is now green mask. It is the green mask. Okay, now let's run this. Now it will not change. The output will not change according to your track bar. I'm changing the track bar, but the output is not changing. Why? Because you have given this value directly. Okay, so once you find out that value, you can directly put into the lower bound, lower array and the upper array, and now your program is work for only the green color. Yes, Aditya, are you getting? Akash, Tushar, Ameya, Shiva, are you getting this? Yes, tell me. Yeah, okay. So have you got the output, Akash, Aditya, Ameya? Have you got the output? Okay. Okay, so yes. Okay, so by using this technique, we will able to get the color image. Okay, only the image which is having only a single color. The image which is having only the single color. Yes, getting? Now we will see the application of this color detection also afterwards. We'll do some projects based on this. There we will directly use all these functions ready-madely. Okay, I'm not going to explain there again what is the in range, bitwise, and this only 2 or 3 lines of the codes we will add it there. And yes, definitely we will do some meaningful projects there. These are only the technique that I'm explaining to you, how to get the color pixels, only a particular color pixel from a given image. Okay, so yes, any doubt? Yes, any doubt? Okay, so yes, what we will do? Okay, so what we will do? So yes, so we will end today's meeting here only, because the next one is the shape detection, and actually for shape detection I required the whole 2 hours. Tomorrow we will start with the in a fresh mind the shape detection. We'll detect the shapes, and also we'll tomorrow we will do one project, and that is called the document scanner project. Okay, so we'll implement one project which using which we can able to get the document scan. Okay, we'll scan the document, we'll put the documents below the camera, and yes, that when we press the S button, the document as JPG file will be created, and yes, you can use the JPG file for the for scanning purpose. Okay, so yes, we will handle all these things, like when you place the document in a different order also, or any rotation object is also there. We will if the rotation image is there, yes, we will make it straight by using the WASP perspective, and yes, we will use the WASP perspective also. Yes, we will extract the shape from that particular image also. What is the shape of the, because if there is only a rectangle shape rectangle shape is there, then only we have to make the object, we have to make that page as a scan, we have to take the page as an input. Okay, so yes, that's it for today. Yes, if you have any question you can ask. I'm stopping the recording.